I'd like to call this meeting in order with the pledge of allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
President Moreno,
Here.
Director Brown,
Here.
Director Adams, Director Guy,
Here. Thank you. Moving on to item number 1, minutes of the regular meeting held August 28th, 2025.
I reviewed those minutes and I motion to adopt.
We have a motion.
Second.
Motion and second, all in favor? Aye.
I am going to abstain since I wasn't here.
Thank you. Moving on to item number 2, committee reports.
nothing, Greg Schnappen.
No sound.
There is sound, but it's just not amplified.
That should be great. Anyhow. Mr. President, your marketing committee, your real estate committee met on the 2nd. And your executive committee met on the 4th of September.
Moving on.
And the real estate thing go.
Went by, talking about appraisal stuff. School property release, getting queued up, ready to go as soon as FA tells us to proceed.
All right, one step closer.
Moving on to item number 3, general manager's report.
So the big news is that last week on Tuesday, our construction project was going too well, and something had to go wrong. So we don't do anything halfway.
Yeah.
The contractor's asphalt plant decided to have a catastrophic failure that put us out of the asphalt business and required a custom repair to their gearbox or something that's currently being conducted down at Long Beach, I believe. The plan is, so since that we were able to get the runway back open, and it's been open and operating since. We've had the first customer review from 10 Tanker. They thought they can tell the difference on what has been done. If you have a chance, we should go out and look at it, because the new asphalt contrasted against the old asphalt.
Big difference.
It's obvious that it's a much needed improvement. Back to the schedule though. The plan is that they'll have the piece of equipment they need back at the plant on Saturday, get things up and running Sunday, and we'll be back paving Monday. We'll go back daytime paving. We're going to open to accommodate the honor flight on Wednesday evening, and we'll do the same to honor the Legion flight on Thursday, and I believe we're going to work in the Sunday, if I'm not mistaken. But we have a brighter people than me are on top of the schedule. It's fully, we've been telling folks, and then I believe we come back a couple days the following week. We'll be done with the paving, if everything gets to plan. And then we'll be back to the existing plan. We'll come back in 3 weeks when the pavement's ready for night work to do the grooving and final painting. So I think we're going to be fine.
So how much of the project got completed before this catastrophic event?
Was it like 1,300 feet, something like that?
Just about half.
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty good. Okay. And then you said we still have to come back and we have to groove the asphalt, but it'll all still be done according to the original end date, or the parameters we gave ourselves that don't impact October 15th.
It won't, if it pushes past the 15th, it'll be night work.
Okay, and that would only be grooving at that point, right? No more asphalt laying.
It'll just be grooving, which is rather straightforward.
Yeah.
It's just tedious. It takes time,
Okay.
but it's something that's normally done at night, and
Oh,
it
it
can
is.
be made to accommodate the demands of airport operations. So it'll be fine, I think.
Okay. And is there any striping that takes place after the grooving?
Oh, yeah. So what happens is the first paint that goes on the asphalt, after about a month, it starts turning brown
Yeah.
because of all that oils that are coming to asphalt. So, you really need to come back a month later when the asphalt's cured
Yeah,
and then put a final coat of paint with beads on it.
okay.
So give us another month and you'll have a beautiful completed runway project.
Awesome. Thank you, Mark.
Wow, congratulations, that's great, that'll be to the middle of October, maybe October 15th. That was when everything was supposed to pop with landing American Airlines and.
Yeah, even if we push back or push past that date, again, it'll be night work. I don't think it will impact anything. So that's
What
what
was the plant that failed? What was the catastrophic failure? What plant was that?
the granite facility, I think it's down at Buellton or something.
It is, it's the Gardner plant in Buellton, you can see it from 101.
Yeah, John and his team did a great job of weighing every option, but we're gonna be fine.
Okay. Music to my ears.
We're gonna write that down, you can sign it.
Yeah.
We don't have any choice.
We're gonna be fine in 2 months.
The 2 months, it'll complete in 2 months.
Oh, one more, we received the first of the 2 grants. Executed,
Nice, that's,
so,
How much was
Oh,
that
congratulations.
like 3.3 million.
for the runway?
But there's another grant come behind that, I think we're good around 7 to cover all the costs.
Fantastic.
7 million.
Yeah, so, and it needs to happen before the end of this month, which is the end of the federal fiscal year, so.
We gotta take the runway back, we don't pay for
I don't know what we're gonna do.
We're not gonna find that out either.
Do you think?
It'll be fun.
Do you think we could get it by the end of the month?
Oh, absolutely.
It's somebody.
We don't have a choice. We have to. The FAA knows, they're just doing what they do. It takes time to push everything else.
Yeah.
Like we talked about, they take it right up to the
Yeah.
end of the fiscal year.
Yeah.
That's all I have.
Thank you, Martin.
Thanks, Mark. Any further questions before we go? Moving on to item number 4, finance report.
Staff requests that you approve the demand register.
Question on the demand register. The aviation management consulting group,
Mhm.
it was a rent and fee study. How's that going?
It's in process. They'll be back to us, I don't know, another month or so. I haven't talked to them recently. They came out a month ago and toured the facility and looked at everything. So it's going per plan, so we'll hear from them soon.
The only thing I saw out of the ordinary was the tractor and rotary cutters. That sounds like a really great equipment. We probably need to keep the grass down so we don't burn up, right?
Yeah, we're getting a nice new Kubota tractor.
Excellent.
Yep.
And Tartaglia Engineering had a taxiway drain repair. That seems out of the ordinary.
That was, you'll recall the project where we had the sinkhole on
Oh,
Taxi
yeah.
Charlie,
Oh, yeah.
and then the drainage improvement to stop the flooding to the big hangar.
I'll make a motion to accept this presented.
We have a motion, do I hear a second?
Second it.
Motion second, all in favor?
Aye.
Anything else?
Yes, sir, that's it.
Moving on to item number 5, public session. Statements from the floor will be heard during public session. Request to speak forms are provided for those wishing to address the board. After completing the form, please give it to the clerk. Requests requiring board action will be referred to staff and brought on the next appropriate agenda. Members of the public are cordially invited to speak on agenda items as they occur. Staff reports covering agenda items are available for review in the offices of the general manager on the Tuesday prior to each meeting. The board will establish a time limit for receipt of testimony, in this case 3 minutes. The board reserves the right to establish further time limits for receipt of testimony. That being said, I'm having the request to speak form, so I'm gonna go ahead and move straight to item 6, resolution 951. A resolution of the Board of Directors of the Santa Maria Public Airport District adopting the appropriations subject to limitation for fiscal year 2025-2026 under California Constitution Article number as amended and implementing statuses.
Because, Mr. President, you may recall, we had the first reading of this item at the last meeting. This is simply the opportunity for you to adopt it.
I don't think he was here.
That was
It was actually 2 meetings ago.
Was it
So
Jimmy,
It has to be
it has to
15
sit
days.
for 15 days, and our meetings are generally 14 days apart, so normally we would like to introduce it at one meeting and approve it at the next, but depending on whether it's the first meeting of the month or the second meeting of the month, if it's the first meeting of the month, we have to pass it to the first meeting of the next month.
so I was not here.
So it's a roll call. This roll call.
Yes. The motion and a second, and then a roll call.
I'll make a motion.
I have a motion to hear a second.
I'll second it.
Okay, we have a
I got,
second.
I got a question about that. Basically, is this boiled down to what we're gonna get through the tax? Can I get this?
Brief description on
Yes, what it is it's a constitutional provision that says these taxes aren't going to be raised over a certain amount, and it's an amount that has to be established and approved every year. It just falls in line with the taxes that we receive from the property tax. It's just something we have to adopt every year that says taxes aren't going to go up over this amount, and it's just a formula.
And it's not the amount we will collect. We're simply saying we won't go beyond this number, correct?
Okay,
Correct.
okay.
I wish we were gonna get this. amount.
Well, no, that's what I got me all excited.
All right, we have a motion and a second, roll call.
Director Brown,
Yes.
Director Clayton,
Yes.
President Moreno,
Yes.
Director Day.
Yes. Moving on to item number 7, authorization for the president and secretary to execute the service agreement for terminal advertising between the district and Fuse Connect LLC.
Mr. President, you will recall last meeting, we discussed this items for in terminal advertising, and simply asking you to adopt an agreement with this company.
There's no money out of our pocket on this, is that right?
That's all bonus.
It's all a bonus.
I was trying to figure out how much that bonus is,
They
and
don't really.
I can't figure it, I couldn't find a number.
It's 40% of gross revenue, whatever that is.
40%, that's.
I make a motion, we adopt this.
But also there's no, it's all their equipment, they maintain all the gear, they go after all the advertising,
Okay,
manage all of it, we pay for our guest electrical.
okay.
Okay.
And then if it's ever placed in a position or an area that we change our minds, can we move the, whatever it is that,
I think they're very flexible,
okay.
absolutely, yeah.
Cause, I walked through the terminal today, obviously, and it's empty, and I was trying to understand. But I don't quite understand where things will go, but, based upon October 15th, the patterns of personnel might change. I was just wondering if we allowed for, movement of stuff depending upon what happens.
So this company's currently 2 of the airports out there, it's a number, but they're in San Luis Obispo and Santa Barbara.
Okay,
So this is what they do.
okay,
The monitors, an example is they're gonna place a monitor on the island between the baggage carousel
oh, okay,
for inbound traffic. So it's things like that. It'll be basic monitors in locations where there's people.
okay. well,
They wanna sell advertising, they wanna put eyeballs on it, so they're gonna want it in the right location.
Now that you tell me Santa Barbara is slow, I've seen the advertising in slow in particular recently, so I have a good idea, so thank you.
Yep, and there's some of their advertising customers,
Yeah,
but we're in that same market, so I think there's already some folks, I won't drop any names, but we've heard of that are gonna be on board with that.
I like it, thank you.
So we had a motion, we had a second, all in favor? Moving on to item number 8, authorization for the president and secretary to execute the contract between the district and Advanced Aviation LLC for air service marketing.
Mr. President, again, this is a follow-on contract to the presentation that was made at last meeting. Simply, I would ask you to approve this contract.
Okay, so I wasn't at the last meeting, so I tried to review this much in advance. And I appreciate the fact that we have a cap in our portion of it, and then I also appreciate the cap that they've done a pretty good job of trying to estimate the cost. What I don't know is, if we sign this agreement, one, how long is it? And I think it's year to year from what I could read, but what happens if we don't if we don't find their services meeting our expectations, what will happen then? Can we terminate it at that time?
Technically,
It's 2 years?
That's 2 years, so to cover the entire 2-year period for our commitment to the new air service and the advertising related to that. The cap is the amount that we committed to pay for advertising related to the new air service,
And what is that cap?
$250,000.
And that's the max we're paying for 2 years. And that's what we agreed.
That's the max that we're obligated to pay, and both under our agreement for the new air service and under this contract. So you can approve something additional if you wanted to for some reason, but that's what you're already obligated to. Contract does have a provision that allows it to terminate, for convenience. So if you decide that you don't like them and you want to switch to someone else, we could do that. We would have to do that quickly in order to meet our obligations to advertise under our existing air service agreement, but we do have the ability to do that.
It benefits us because we're gonna load that plane up.
It benefits us and we're obligated to do it by our agreement related to the new air service.
And we will be participating in the process, so as the campaigns are put out, we have say in
Okay,
what's going on.
And related to that on the contract, so the contract you'll see on the main part references that they're generally gonna do these things, but we are going to confer with them and have input on what specifically they do. So we have an attachment that outlines generally what the plan is, but that doesn't mean that's exactly what has to happen. If we started something and decide we really want something different, we would still have the ability to say, no, instead of, for example, instead of doing radio time, we think we want you to buy a billboard or do things like that. We would have the ability to have that input and give that direction.
Who's doing the commercials right now? If we're not if we haven't agreed to something, who's doing those?
yeah, I don't think we're doing any place.
this was loaded on the front end, they're gonna be hot and heavy now.
I heard
Okay.
commercials today on the radio.
Did we actually get something up?
See the budget.
Yeah, we went and moved and got ahead of them a little. We're doing some Google ads too, just to.
So
It's all within our cost
Get
of
going.
authority.
So we-
Of course, they get going. So,
I didn't know you actually pulled it off.
so tell us.
Well, I'll make it easy, I'll make the motion to accept.
We need to get after
I've heard
this.
your
We're behind you. We're
I know,
behind
we
you.
were discussing,
Before I do
sorry,
that,
you can move and second it, but I still have more discussion.
Sure.
we can do
O-
that,
Okay, again.
that's actually the way it's supposed to be.
okay, so I wasn't here for the presentation, so what I don't know, or what I do know is what I read in the information that Carrie's provided me, but what I don't know is, have they provided these services for any other airports? And have they provided any services to any other businesses in our general region? Something that I can go and look at or listen to.
Yeah, obviously, this would come in the presentation. They're out in, New York, that's where they're headquartered. They specialize in non-hub airports, which we are. And that's their focus. So this all went through a selection process with the marketing committee. We looked at a whole number of different proposals. And, the direction from the board last week was to go with this, this group. And we're simply bringing the contract back for your agreement.
Okay, and the marketing committee, who's on the marketing committee?
Let's do.
Okay.
Yeah, these were the most qualified.
Okay.
To
And
Oh, the one, is this the one that, oh, never mind. What was the different, the one that did the San Bernardino Airport, who was helping with that strategy, that's two different airports.
And this has been pulled through a novel. I'm ready to go.
okay, and just one last question. How long ago did the marketing committee meet and review all these?
This was, I want to say, about a month ago, 3
About a
months
month
ago.
ago? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So we have a motion. Did I hear? I'll go ahead and second it. All in favor? Aye.
Just want to listen to the great, I understand, I trust the marketing committee, so I'm good with that.
You know, our meetings are on YouTube.
Yes, I didn't watch last week's meeting.
They're the real deal, they came and they put on a good presentation, I know one of the people that does the radios on my rotary,
Yeah,
They had approached them before, and I found out through this guy that they had approached them, so they're doing their homework.
Was that the two ladies
Okay.
that were on the,
Alright.
your friends, you were telling us? Okay. That you met in meetings and stuff, because we sent you out there to get American Airlines to come here.
Yes, yeah, they are at all the air service conferences
okay, that's good to know. Thank you.
and speak on panels as expert.
Ooh, I like that too.
Yes.
I was thinking of the law firm that was helping to different airports. I got that confused with those two ladies. Got it. Okay.
Okay, moving on to item number 9, authorization for one staff member to attend the 2025 Marketing and Communications Conference to be held December 2nd to the 4th, 2025 in Kansas City, Missouri.
Mr. President, would like your permission for Carrie to attend this meeting.
Do I hear a motion?
Did you say that again? Sorry?
Karen,
Here,
We'd like Carrie to attend the meeting that's on the agenda.
I make that motion.
I'll second that.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Moving on to item number 10, authorization for one staff member to attend the 2026 Air Service Data Seminar to be held January 26th to the 28th, 2026 in New Orleans.
Nolans?
Nolans.
NOLA.
Nolans.
Again, Mr. President, we'd like your permission for Carrie as our jack of all trades to attend this training.
The one who brought us American Airlines, jumbo shrimp in Louisiana. I'd like to make that motion too.
Have a motion? Do I hear
I'll
a second?
second it.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Moving on to item number 11, authorization for the general manager to execute a change order for the U.S. Customs upgrades, building and site civil between the district and New Construction and Management Incorporated.
So we have John Smith here, if I miss any details, but basically there's a change order, we had to make an adjustment to a door. And we need permission to spend money on furniture to finish out the building. That's it. It's it, John.
Yes, sir.
How big a door?
$3,000.
3070, normal door.
Why is it so expensive?
You can't shoot nothing through it, right?
You cannot shoot nothing through it. Mr. Moreno, members of the board, John Smith, Turner County Engineering. During the course of this project, this one space in the building has changed its designated use back and forth and back and forth and back and forth a couple times. And the door that was installed was for the other use, which was now changed, and it's now a detention room. And the door we have installed has a window that's too big.
It's too big.
I said, why don't you just handcuff the person to that metal bench that's bolted to the floor, and they can't hold the bench out the window. Didn't go over very well.
Well, can we return the other door and get a credit?
Gary wants me to give it to the maintenance staff, she said they can use it, they'll find another use for it.
Can't return it, so I don't want to get rid of it.
Okay, no, thank you for that, I appreciate it, but first thing is, if we could return it and get a credit, I would appreciate that, but if we.
What's it, a steel door?
Yeah,
Steel door, I suppose, right? That's
It's a solid core door, it's not a steel door.
besides the door, what else do they require with that building? Is that it? Just the door?
General Manager Pell mentioned, the furnishings, you've seen the list in the packet. Carrie is gonna go on a shopping spree, if you approve that budget. And that should do it.
Is this the final?
you asked that after the last change order.
So I-
Stop.
And I said it was last time. We had a very in-depth meeting today with Customs, it was very, good progress. A couple of minor things showed up. I can't tell you how they're gonna be paid for or who's gonna do them because I wanna talk to staff at the airport. For example, we need to label a parking space in the parking lot for the customs officer. And we need to designate a space inside the fence for a customs officer for their vehicle. These items were discussed quite a while ago, and they had concluded that they didn't need them. Today, there was somebody else on the call, and they concluded they need them.
They do need them.
Isn't it free parking all over this place?
It's pretty much free parking.
Park your vehicle.
They want to designate it.
You want to
A
sign,
designated
so
free
somebody can
parking
come
spot.
scratch it, cause like, oh, is that guy? Oh.
If they have, if they have the.
Okay.
You're talking like an attorney now, Michael.
You know,
That's the
space
most
park,
facility in the
definitely
world.
not the
Well,
customs
they-
officer.
I want to jump onto the runway project for just a second and emphasize what Martin said. If you haven't been out to the runway, please go out and take a look at it. And as a standing offer, next Tuesday or Wednesday, I will escort any one of you if you want to come out and watch the paving in progress during the day.
I'll take you up on that too. I'll do it at the same time.
Perfect. It's a great exercise. You should see it. You can, and then while you're there, you can compare the new with the old. We can make it happen.
And then
Tuesday or Wednesday.
Lunch is on you,
I'm sorry?
lunch is on you.
I will buy lunch. I'll absolutely buy lunch if you want to join.
I'm available either day, so you go ahead and pick.
Let me get, can I let you know?
Perfect. That'd be great. You need to see it.
Yeah, I will.
Okay, yes, thank you. I'd like to see it in process. That's-
And also remember, I'm taking up your time, but remember, without your vision, truly without your vision for this runway project, none of it would have started yet. Because you just got the grant.
Yeah.
Yeah, we rolled the dice.
We're already
early,
done.
so
And
we
we only
do it.
got one grant.
You got one.
We got
Well, I appreciate that
How
Mark
big is
was
that?
pushing this issue with me while I was even running for this board seat, so I appreciate that.
No, and so it's all, so thanks to you folks.
John, how thick is that?
You're putting down just under 3 inches of asphalt.
On
top
of
of-
what was
On top of
already
what was there before.
We're milling out about 3/4 of an inch.
We're milling off a half to 3/4, some grade correction, some to remove the groove. The whole groove was left. The previous existing there is about 8 inches.
So what's left is 8 inches, and you're adding 3 more inches to it?
Yes. But remember, the structure comes from not only the top asphalt, but the stuff below it. Truly low distribution is the asphalt, the aggregate base, and then the compacted native below that. You have like a low distribution triangle. And the footprint of the triangle gets bigger and bigger the deeper you go. And at some point, you like to have what's below that point be able to accept the weight at that point naturally.
Mhm.
That's the goal.
About Wednesday, the Sun of Glory.
Wednesday, I will be in touch with you tomorrow, and if you could,
Yeah,
whatever we agree
Stephen, let
on.
me know.
So you're saying we could land the space shuttle right here on this?
I did not.
So this was,
47.
so we've gone completely off rails. This was specifically for the door and the furniture, so can we get a motion?
Yeah,
Wait, just to be, okay, well, I'll wait for discussion. Go ahead.
I'll make a motion that we accept the final change order.
I will second that.
The discussion. I want to make sure that what we're approving is $3,457.65 for a door, plus we're also approving, up to $16,500 for furniture. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Kind
Kind of.
James Bond furniture, you know.
Well, based upon the information that's presented, I want to just make sure that what we're
of. You
voting
gotta
on,
look at
is-
change order number 4.
change order number 4,
That's what they do. That's the change.
That's the change order, and the rest is just approved on budget by.
so change order number 4 is $3,457.65.
That's the door, yes.
And then the furniture is a certain amount with a contingency that rounds up to $16,500.
That's the cost estimate.
Great, good.
Okay, we have a motion of second, all in favor?
Thank you.
Moving on to item number 12, authorization for the president and secretary to execute a consulting service agreement between the district and Bernie Reed.
So, CalPERS rules allow for a retiree after 60 days with the governing body's board approval to work part-time for specific purposes. So we'd like Renika to come back, this, one of the people requesting this is our auditor. Will be next month, starting our audit, and they would like her to help participate in that.
Make a motion to authorize that. Bring her back, and maybe she might want to stay a little longer.
Well, they just let her check in with us to make sure we're straight, and also, we're in the process of hiring someone at some point, and she can help train that person up.
That would be great.
But she's made it clear to me that she very much appreciates being retired. And that she doesn't want to get calls at home. And that she doesn't want to get, so we're gonna treat her like the queen that she is, if you put this thing.
And just so you know, under the CalPERS regulations, there's limited and narrow scope for what she can come back and do and how
Yeah.
long she can do it. So it is required to be a temporary limited scope thing. If it's not, then she would be unretired, and if we did stop giving retirement benefits, and she would have to come back as an employee, which she has no desire to do. So it is a temporary position and a gap filler until.
We're asking for this to automatically terminate in 1 year. I think she'll terminate us before that. I think since we get a new body in here, which would be, a couple months. As soon as we get up and running and she doesn't feel we need her services, she'll be more than happy to stop working.
Company based.
That's one of the rules, you cannot pay beyond what the position's approved salary is.
Based on it.
Yep, she's actually gonna be working for less than what she was making when she worked here, because she had longevity pay, but you can't do those kind of incentive payments under the rules. So it's just a flat hourly rate with no more than 960 hours a year.
Yeah,
She's-
and the
it'll be
rate is
very-
listed in there.
She's
Yeah,
doing,
the rate is listed and it's less than her normal.
So it is very bracketed, we're gonna treat her nice and thank her
She's
for
doing
her
us-
service.
She's doing us a favor
Yes,
monetarily as well as financially, but yes.
so be nice to her.
so we had a motion, I'll go in second. All in favor?
Thank you.
Let's go ahead and go straight to closed session. We exit closed session with no reportable actions. Moving on to item number 14, director's comments. Let's go ahead and start with Tony.
Okay, I'm very sorry that I wasn't here last week to receive the marketing information firsthand, so please forgive me for that. Thank you for the work that was done. I appreciate you guys bringing me up to speed, even though that was the topic for last week, so thank you, or last meeting. I'm very pleased by the direction that we're going relative to what's happening in the terminal, what's happening in the runway, and Martin, all the stuff that's happening in the parking lot. It's very visible to the community that there's activity going on around here that's not just Plains of Fame. So thank you for that. I think the rest of the community is seeing a lot of activity here. Gary, it helps when you send out emails like you did, getting people's attention. Thank you for that as well. I really see a lot of positive things that have been happening in this airport in 2025. So thank you.
Your part?
Oh, thank you.
Well, I'd like to thank everybody that showed up tonight to watch us do this. And it was really nice. The audience out there, you just can't see, but if you pan back there, there must be 40 or 50 people back there. Thanks for keeping it down. And I'd like to say, you know what, there's a great bunch of people here, and this is a great bunch of people over here, and I'm enjoying working with everybody. And we are really being stewards of this airport in a big way. And Martin martyring himself to that effect, and we appreciate that very much. And we are totally moving in the right direction.
Right
Very
on.
happy with that.
I'm excited that we're heading in the direction we're heading. We're getting things done. For the first time, I've been on the board for a lot of years. And now is the first time I really think that we're getting headway. We're getting airlines in, we're getting runways done, improving the facilities. I see a good future for the airport. Just hopefully it continues on. That's one.
Motion to adjourn.
I still gotta make my comment.
Oh, sorry.
Pretty sure
I agree
Weston
with-
says that, by the way.
Yeah, I agree with everyone here. I think we're heading in the right direction. I made a comment during an interview, like a couple weeks ago, specifically for American Airlines, that in the next year and a half, it's gonna be a completely different airport, and I stand by it, so. Motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Motion, do I hear a second?
Second.
Second, all in favor?
Aye. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah.